Hello, my name is Ian, and welcome to Weekend Wisdom. This is a show where I sit down with multiple different people, having interesting conversations about their life, about their journey, and just hopefully deliver amazing insights and amazing stories. Hope you enjoy.
No, that's good. That's good.
That's how I plan it out, boss.
I rate you, bro. You're a planner. I should be more
No, I
like
don't.
you.
I no, no. I brought Jasmine out for Jasmine for a shoot yesterday, and she got so
Yeah.
annoyed because I didn't plan anything.
That's what was she actually like vexed? Like, why have you not planned anything? So we're just going out, walking around, filming
She was like,
stuff.
"Next time we need a shot list." I'm like, "No, I know."
Oh, I keep shaking the table. My bad, bro.
No, it's fine. I know.
All right, bro. Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm gonna do my best to be as professional and as straight talking as possible.
No, so this is my first. Oh, damn.
Should I come closer? What kind of like?
I don't know actually.
I think
It's
maybe
one's left, one's right. So
Okay, sweet.
we should be fine.
Yeah.
Main topic. I already have it. Don't really need my phone, I think. But
Mhm.
this is the first of many.
Let's
We're
go.
We're calling this Friday Frames.
That's a sick name.
Thank you so
Friday
much.
Frames is cold.
ChatGPT took it. Got it for me.
AI, bro. I'm a
AI.
big fan. I'm a big
And
fan, bro.
the main point of this is to just talk to different creators, talk to different people in different industries, and just shedding light and talking about struggles and stuff like that. So
Am I the first episode?
I guess so. Yeah,
No way.
I never actually planned it out. I didn't know I was gonna do this.
I'm privileged,
I
bro.
was just
Thank
playing
you.
around with it. I didn't
Oh,
even
this
know I
is
was gonna
sick.
get mics. I was just gonna go around. Yo, so what you saying?
Are you creative? What struggles have you had, bro? Well, that's jokes.
No, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I didn't plan it out.
That's hilarious. All right,
Um,
okay, let's get into it. My first episode. Oh man, thank you, bro.
So you want to just tell everyone who you are? I forgot to set the timer out, so I'm gonna
Let's
set
go,
like
bro. You do that.
a 12-minute timer.
Do 13 minutes. Cool. Who am I? So my name's Cole. I am a filmmaker, content creator, videographer based in Manchester, and I've been filming and making content for the past nearly 6 years now. Nearly 6 years. It's been a journey, and I've seen a lot, done a lot, and the journey continues, bro. It's been a vibe. Yeah, that's I guess a nutshell who I am. Yeah.
You last year not around this time, probably like a few months, but a year ago, you got made redundant.
I did, yeah.
It's a horrible experience.
Nah.
You can imagine. But I kind of want to talk about how you overcame that struggle, because you're one of the few people I knew who got made redundant, and yet it was the best thing that happened to them, and you fully took ownership of what was happening in your life, and you're like, this is what I'm gonna do, and it's not without its struggles, but this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna give it 100% of what I want, and what I can give.
Yeah.
So I want you to kind of explain to us your mental state from getting that news and then proceeding from there.
You know what, man? To kind of explain the mental state of where I was in that time, you kind of have to go back a couple years prior, maybe a year prior. And there was a time frame when when I received bad news, and I was in a pretty terrible situation. I don't want to go too deeply into it, but I kind of lost hope. I lost hope, not in life or anything like that,
Mhm.
but with God. I looked up and I was like, God, I don't know how you're gonna get me out of this one now. Like, what's the point? I thought you're supposed to take care of you. And like, why am I in this situation? This is long. Kind of lashed out a little bit. And long story short, he came through.
Mhm.
He came through, and I look back and it's like, oh my days, okay, right. You did have a plan. You were always by my side, and I actually should have had faith this whole time. And I think from that was the biggest lesson I took from that is, um, I will just never doubt God again. So when I got made redundant, all I thought was, do you know what, bro? This is my opportunity to show God that I've learnt my lesson from that time.
Amen.
And I'm gonna be grateful, and there's opportunity everywhere. And he's actually like, if he's there, I'm not gonna go hungry, bro. So like, not to make it too over spiritual or anything, but that is the truth, bro. Like that time taught me so much, is don't ever lose hope and don't ever lose faith. And I think the year that I had in business and in filming and kind of like going taking more risks kind of taught me that like there is opportunity in everything. There's always an opportunity. And like that time I was working with my own clients, and I still had a job at the time, and I just knew that if I had a bit more time, I thought to myself, if I had a bit more time, I think I could do this. I could actually like scale this business.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
knew what I wanted to do. I had the plans, and I was, I had a business coach at the time as well. Like near the end of my
Employment.
employment,
Mm.
and I just thought to myself, I know if I had a bit more time, I reckon I could do this.
Mhm.
And then boom, I've been made redundant. And then I was like, okay, sweet, I've got the time now. And like I was ready to get a part-time job or do whatever it was in that time frame to just chase that dream down because I was just ready, bro. So all of that as a combination was what kind of drove that mindset of this is lit. This is lit. And it's the best thing that can ever happen to you. So yeah, I'm trying to think there's something else I wanted to add on to that really, but that's a lot of that was the driver. And how I actually transitioned over into being like fully self-employed and not having a side gig was when I told my my boss at the time what my plan was, because we were pretty cool. Like it wasn't his fault I got made redundant. We just the business went through a little bit of a dip, and it was a hard conversation that we had to have. And for his words were like, "This is the best team I've had," and it was really hard. Like, and what I just wanted to make it easy as possible for him. So I was like, "Bro, it's fine. Don't worry. Like, I get it."
Mm.
And when I told him about my plan, like, yeah, I'm gonna just chase down the business, and he always gave me loads of advice and taught me so much about running an agency because it was an agency I worked for. He was like, "Oh, you're gonna get a part-time job. Why don't we just come to an agreement then, where like, because I still need a videographer at the end of the day,
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
still
yeah.
do with one. So why don't we just come with an agreement where
You hired
maybe,
freelance.
yeah, I'm high freelance. So that's how I got my first client, my last employment.
So because of that, you didn't have
Yeah,
to find a part-time job.
yeah, didn't have
Yeah.
to find a part-time job, and I was able to just live off my first invoice, well, my first full-time invoice from my old employer, and then
Mhm.
that lasted 3 months, and then I officially went into the world by myself. That's the story.
See, I noticed that a lot of people, they have a dream, or they. Let's not talk about the ones that are scared to dream, but the ones that do have a dream. And the one thing that you did is you took that step and you broke out of it. And this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I want to achieve. Right? What was that big catalyst? Aside from, how God's timing made everything possible. What was that catalyst of you deciding, I'm actually gonna be self-employed as opposed to I just need another full-time job. What made that change? You could have just dropped everything and be like, what I need is stability.
Yeah. Oh, that's a weird one because number one, I've seen other people do it. So if other people could do it, why can't I? And number two, I've always wanted my own business since I was in school. I was that kid selling sweets in school.
Was it this business or something? Is it anything related to business?
What in terms of what
Anything business?
No, anything. Like when it started off, I wanted to start a clothing brand. So
You did though.
I did start
Yeah,
a clothing
you
brand.
did.
Yeah. So in uni, I started a clothing brand because I was like, basically, I went through a whole downward spiral. Was just kind of was living life on my dead end, and I just really I just needed to kind of like, I needed a goal really. Like I've realized about myself is if I don't have a goal, then I'm just aimless, which most people are like that anyway. So I needed a goal. So I thought, I want to do that thing I always wanted to do, start a clothing brand. Great. Did that. That broke down because of COVID. And that broke down because of COVID. Through that, I transitioned into videography and content creating. But through that process of no one wanting to be my own business, seeing other friends of mine who are filmmakers doing bits, like amazing bits, and like having them be next to me and be like, wow, okay, it's possible. I'm seeing them live out their dream, and that's what I want. So I'm gonna like, being around them kind of inspired me as well. But in the process of going from clothing brand business, all this stuff and trying things out, the number one thing I realized was that the barrier between this idea you have and the action it needs to like the action that is needed to take it and it just being a dream is so thin. It's literally non-existent, but people make it out to be this massive, oh my days, no, I've got to, like, this has got to happen first and it's got to be perfect timing. There's, what I mean, I could, like, it's inconceivable for them, like not for everybody, but for a lot of people it's so big in their head. But realistically, when you actually take the step, you realize, oh, it's done. Like the difference between where you want to go, not having it done, but where you want to go, and not doing it is literally just it's just taking the step. And the
Mhm.
more times you practice, okay, I'm gonna take a risk, I'm gonna take a step, I'm gonna take a risk, I'm gonna take a step, the more you get comfortable with risk and stuff like that. So by the time it came to taking that big risk of right, okay, I'm gonna just go self-employed, I'd actually been accustomed to taking many risks before.
Mhm.
So it all starts with being able to say, right, let me just take one risk, let me just take another risk,
Yeah.
and then over time you'll build up
It's
tolerance.
like a muscle you're training,
That's it.
right?
That's
Yeah.
exactly it. Yeah, it's literally
Yeah.
working out
Get
your
stronger and
yeah.
stronger. Yeah.
That's it. You're working out your risk muscle, your faith muscle, and then one day you'll be able to take when you're running a giant company. You know you've got like 20,000 staff, 500 staff,
Mhm.
whatever it is. You can't just jump straight into that. You have
Mhm.
to have first been able to manage yourself, take that
Mhm.
first
Mhm.
risk, then manage one other person, and then two, then three. Then that's how it goes. No one starts off
You know what's
bigger.
wild is that
Yeah.
sometimes, like for us, perceived as a small risk would be just to get a camera out there and shoot.
Yeah.
You know, just shoot and then post it.
Yeah.
Right? That's a small risk
Yeah.
to us. But you can't imagine there's so many people out there who have this dream, and I have so many ideas, and I just, you know what, I just don't know how to execute it, or I'm scared what if somebody thinks, you know, like, and because we practice that muscle so much,
Mm.
it doesn't even feel that hard,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? But it's also sad. My heart, like, I feel for those people who they can't. What was that?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
no
there.
building, yeah.
They can't flex that muscle. They can't put themselves out there. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Isn't that sad?
It is. It is really sad, man. And like sometimes when you hear people, you know, they have a dream and they're like, yeah, I really want to do it. I'm like, oh, go, just do it. Just, why don't you do it?
Mm,
And it's like, oh, I don't know, man. It's like, what if people don't like it? What if, you know, what if I fail and stuff? What if I fail and what if all of it was for nothing? It's like there's gonna be risk in everything, and
yeah.
the biggest thing is I guess the biggest thing is just having to take that one step. Is showing people that it is only the one
One step.
step. It doesn't have to be a huge risk.
Yeah.
None
Yeah.
of nothing starts massive. Like
Hmm.
the biggest thing I'll say to anything, or the main thing I'll say to anyone is, okay, cool. How do I don't know. I want to start this, but I can't even post on socials. All right, well, don't worry about what you post then. Just post.
I mean, we've had conversations like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I call you and I'm like, I don't know what to do, man.
Yeah. Well, why don't you just start by posting?
Yeah.
And then the more you post, the less you'll care about what people think about your
Exactly, because
posting.
you start overthinking
That's
it
it.
at the start. Yeah, you overthink so much.
Yeah. And then it all comes down then when you think about it, it's just the perception of
Yeah.
your reality. Then it's
Mhm.
like your perception at the start was that everybody is gonna laugh at me when I post. But when
Mm,
you do post, you see how many people congratulate you. It's like, oh wait, people actually like my
mhm,
stuff. Or they don't care, which is still great because that means you
mm,
have the freedom to do what you want.
mhm.
Um yeah, it is just breaking down the barriers because a lot of things that stop people is a facade. It's all mental barriers that people put in place, and it's the way they perceive the world. And like I have mental barriers now as I'm
Of course, yeah,
speaking. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And that's why it's important to be around people who motivate you and will speak life into you because they're the ones, coaches, etc. But even your friends, man, like even when I have conversations with you, the like through just daily speaking daily speaking to helps me break down different barriers and blind spots that I won't see because that's just we live with continuous blind spots because you don't know what you don't know
Mhm,
until somebody tells you it,
mhm.
and then then life changes. But that's it. It's all in the mind. So surround yourself with people who have a good mind frame, and that will rub off on you really, and then you'll start to kind of like break these barriers down as well.
Sick.
That's how we're moving on. That's how we're moving on.
You said something just now about being around people who speak life into you, and for people who are not Christian, they don't really understand that term. I want you to explain that in your own words. What do you mean by speak life into you?
Okay, in my own words, I'd say then. So words have power, right? And if you were to like the way you speak to yourself is your body and your mind will react to that. So if you
Mm,
speak negatively about yourself,
mhm.
you'll start to see yourself in a negative way. So
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
was to speak negatively to you, you would think about yourself in a negative way.
Mm,
It would create barriers and
mhm,
mental strongholds on you. But if I was to speak to myself and to you positively, then it would, in the same way, edify your life. So my words have the power to make your life better. Therefore, find people who speak life into you, who speak your life into existence,
Mm.
who tell you that you're great, who
Yeah.
tell you that you can do anything that you want to do, who tell you that things are possible, because that way they're helping you retrain your mind and your mindset to think in that exact way. And
Mhm.
words actually have power to do this. So yeah, that's in my words how you would explain speaking life into someone is to help them retrain their mind and their lifestyle into thinking in a positive and an abundant way. Because if life is just the way we see things, if it's all in the mind, if
Mhm.
it's all down to our mindset, then that's the thing that we have to affect and guard the most and speak
Mhm.
into the most. Speaking life.
Speaking life.
Does that make sense?
No, it does.
Okay, great.
Well, it makes sense to me.
Yes. Does it make sense to you guys?
You like
So
the
yeah,
stickers of the thing?
I love it, bro.
Yeah.
Do not worry. There's a fly here.
Jasmine read that. I just worry.
Yeah.
She wanted to.
Jokes. Worry.
Your man on the right.
Yeah.
Well, the left for the viewers, but the one on the right here.
Yeah.
His name is Hector.
Why'd you give him a name?
I don't know. Jasmine told me that's his name. Hector.
I guess he looks like a Hector. I'll give you that. Also, do they know that they're looking at stickers on top of the camera?
No.
Well, that's it. That's what we're pointing at.
I should probably mention that.
Yeah, stickers.
No,
Um,
but I do want to
yeah.
focus on one last thing, and like what is the next step for you? What looks like the next big thing for you aside from buying the FX3?
Ooh.
Let's not talk about like spending, right? I
Okay. Okay.
wanna know in terms of your life, what's the next big thing?
Next big thing for me right now is let's say inwardly, I'd say is continuously trying to develop my mind
Mm.
to here's one. So I'm looking into slow productivity at the moment and trying to live and work in a way that doesn't support burnout. So I believe it's possible. So I'm looking into reshaping the way I work to just help me create a more fulfilling lifestyle so I can, be really productive in my work, also be able to spend time with my family, my friends, my girlfriend, like being able to put things into my health as well, being able to actually fill up the buckets in my life that
Yeah,
need filling
yeah.
up and not all of it
Mhm.
be about work. So that's one thing inwardly I'm trying to work on
Mhm.
is slow productivity and how to actually maximize things without burning out.
Mm.
Outwardly, what's next for me right now? The big challenge is expanding the agency. I want it to stop being a one-man band now. I've experimented with getting freelancers and bringing in extra help and stuff like that. But it's time to really take that, take another risk and bring people in, work as a team, and put more of my time into actually developing the business rather than continuously working on project, which is a slow way to go. Fast at the start because you
Mm.
need to put in as much work as possible
Mhm.
on with clients.
Mm.
Now it's like, okay, how can I grow this more efficiently?
Yeah.
So that's it. And those are the two big challenges. Outwardly, it's growing the agency, building a team, and scaling. I think we're really ready to scale now, which is a beautiful place to be. But
Yeah.
it's my own fear, believe it or not, and greed. Of okay, cool. Like if I edit it myself, I can take all of this. Do you know what I mean? I've got to buy my own time back. That's the biggest thing. The biggest challenge for me right now, and has been for the past few months, is buying my time back. I have to get used to doing that so I can put that time into things that actually matter. And yeah,
That's so interesting because the industry that we're in, we're kind of in a way selling our time. But when you're doing freelance, you're offering value, and the value is time. Time is currency. When you're doing a full time job, you're trading your time.
yeah.
So it comes back to you don't really care about the money. You want more time.
That's so true. That's all you really want. And I guess that's what we really wanted to do. Like, because at the end of the day, we have to spend the time. Like for you, you're doing something that you love now, and you're much more fulfilled with it because the way you spend your time. And like the money's you're obviously getting money and getting paid for it. It's just another like byproduct of that, and it's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
But it is all about the time you spend, and I guess that's
But
it.
you see,
Yeah.
those who don't see the time, they start seeing the money, and then that's where you lose sight.
Yeah.
You just keep chasing that. I don't want to get paid 100 bags and work 60 hours a week. That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Maybe this is the mindset I'm trying to train myself out of. Don't get me
Mm.
wrong. I'd say that is good for a short time period, but you have to then work on, okay, cool. 100 bags, 60 hours, great. Then let me work my way backwards now. How do I get some of that time back so that I can keep that 100 bags? And then with that time, I can then use it to kind of fulfill to make more money, because if you max out, then you'll never make more than 100 bags. You'll never make more than 100 quid.
No, but
Yeah.
if you're freeing up more time, you got to realize that you're not going to be making 100 bags. That you're investing into other things that are taking that. You got to put money in
Yeah.
to get more time back,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
then this eventually you reach a graph where it's a curve, right? And then you will be earning more and also spending more,
Yeah.
but having more time.
Mm.
That's the balance that we want to get at.
That's very true. I guess it's being comfortable with spending the money as well. Is like realizing as well that like I can't remember who said it to me, but someone said
Can you be
uh
comfortable spending 1,000?
no. Yeah, it was actually so
Did I not say that to you last
what was
week?
it? You gotta be yeah, you did, but you just love buying gear though. It's different. That's different. No, but you are right. You're good at that though. You're very good at investing in it. Like it shows as well in like the speed that you've grown, the way your setup looks like, and your professionalism. It shows how much your investing has actually paid off.
Mm.
And even the way you're getting more gigs now and stuff like that, it really shows. And proud of you, by the way.
Cheers,
You're
brother.
smashing it, man. For real, bro. But yeah, no, it was someone in here. So we're in like the accelerator hub in Manchester, in that west, and like one of the entrepreneurs here said to me, this guy, he has a team of like 6 staff members, and I'm watching this guy just take risks. Right, he's like, oh yeah, so I'm hiring another staff member. We didn't get another client, but I just know that I need this person. Let's just see if it pays off, because if it doesn't, then we're gonna have to just like get rid of a couple of people. It's like, right, this guy's taking risks, but it's mad. He said to me that a mentor of his told him that money doesn't like to sit still. It has to keep moving. So if it sits still, it's just gonna like what's it called, leak away somewhere else. So like, and he spent recently, I don't even know what I want to say, because obviously I got him on Instagram, and he spent a lot of money on coaching recently. That he doesn't have to. He's doing like, you got 5 members of staff, you're doing all right. But he's still like, yo, I'm gonna have to spend this much, like ridiculous amount, just to get some coaching, because the last time he did that, that person said one thing to him that changed the course of his whole business and then took him way up. So I went a little bit off topic there, or I went.
I want to add to that actually, because you said
Yeah.
this thing that I live by is that we have to have 3 types of people in our life, right? It's like somebody who's better than you, that you aspire to be, and you emulate what they're doing. Somebody on your level where you can grow at the same speed with and just enjoy that journey and process, and then somebody who's less better than you because they keep you accountable. You said you're gonna do this, but I haven't seen you do it yet. So where's that? So I think that's very important. It's a good balance in everything that you do, every single aspect that you want to grow in. I think it's good to have that angle.
Yeah, no, 1000%, man. Like the people better than you are like their continuous reminder that, yo, okay, there's a level that I can get to, and it humanizes the what's it called? It humanizes the process as well, because the guys that are smashing it, I see them just knackered, have a bad day, flipping. Oh, I didn't really get anything done. I was really unproductive today. I was having a bad week, still doing really well. Do you know what I mean? Which means, again, if they can do it, I can do it too. They're just as human as me. Like they still suffer with the same things as me. The only thing stopping me is the ability, the willingness to keep trying it and to stay in the game. Really, they're my favorite people, the ones ahead, because they've really humanized the process, and that's the best thing. It's a continuous reminder that it's possible.
Sick.
Yeah. And then the ones next to you is because, like, why not, bro? This is lonely, fam.
It's fun. No, it's so fun.
Yeah, it's lit, bro. Imagine we're just here on the
You remember
roof
when I first built
filming.
up my rig and I was so excited to show you?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're like, if my son is not like excited like that on Christmas Day, you know.
That's beautiful, bro. Oh man, no, I love your enthusiasm for gear. Like it makes me think. I remember when I can't remember
I
what
have
it
a
was.
list of shit that I want to get already.
Oh,
I
bro,
still have a list. But
really?
the camera is up there. The FX30 is up there.
Let's get an FX3. Oh, the lenses. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, no, there's no point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and plus for video, you don't really need a full frame. Like,
I mean, FX3 would be great, but 12 megapixels, and then if I put a crop lens on it, it's gonna crop the sensor.
yeah, true.
So
So,
the 26, it's just good balance.
yeah,
Plus, both is Netflix approved.
yeah, true. And you've already got the lenses, so what's the point
I
of
do.
like, yeah,
The last thing I probably want to get will be a wide angle. I'm done.
10 to 18, bro.
I was looking
Beautiful.
at just the 12.
That still works, but then again, you want a bit of variability, especially the not.
Zoom.
Yeah,
It's not much difference, no.
it is. It is.
Is
Huge.
it?
Like 12 between like 12 and like 18. The difference there is quite wild, bro. 12. And then again, 12, 10 to 12 is wide, bro. Like it's
That's why I
ridiculous
just
how
want.
wide it is.
It's either 10 to 18 2.8,
yeah.
10 to 18 4,
Mm-hmm.
or 12 2.
At that, bro. At that wide, you don't need a 2, bro. It's just blown. I don't. It's just blown out
I'm-
image. That's
no,
okay.
I'm being
You know.
honest. No, you're right. You don't need a 2, but
Yeah.
the low light is not bad.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But yeah, that's true. That's true. Get
You
the 2,
really
bro.
you don't need that, but it's the cheapest out of the 4.
The 2. It's because of Prime. Makes sense.
318. It's two
That's cheaper than
280 for you.
That's cheaper than what
I know.
I
You
need
never
to
consult me.
Yeah, I need to start shouting you more for this gear, which I have been doing recently.
Yeah, you would have bought the cine lens.
I was so close, bro.
I-
I was so
imagine-
close.
Imagine if you did, that'd be so wild.
I think I would have still used it because the what I really wanted it for was how cool cinema lenses look.
No, it does.
It looks amazing, bro. It
But-
has that weird like dip inside the lens.
But I would love for your rig to look cooler for us before.
yeah,
There are certain stuff that you need to change.
I know. Let's not.
Like a full cage.
Yeah,
No, but you need to start shouting AliExpress because they have really good cheap stuff.
I know, bro. It's just a wait time,
I
but
mean-
I don't really
No,
mind
no,
to
no,
be honest.
it's a week.
Okay,
Look at this.
I never really
This is
get
a- this is
gear.
This is AliExpress, guys, not sponsored.
This is AliExpress. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually kind of lit, bro. It's
Right.
actually really good. Like, look at how there's no wires, no nothing. It's just
Bro, I can. Dude,
That's
look,
amazing.
See, I'm holding.
this is cold.
Yeah, we hold.
We can
hold it like
podcast
this,
any way we want to,
right?
bro.
I lift it up. I'm
Yo,
like, right?
that is hard.
Portable podcast.
Nah, Ian, you know your thing, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
You really do, bro. Should I start spitting bars? No.
Let's give him the
Do
floor. Not ready.
you remember that time we
No.
was in in Dublin? And we've had some good times, bro. I'm gonna ask you actually. It's been a wild up and down year for you, I'd say. You've
Mhm.
I've seen you on your knees, bro. Pause. I've seen you on your knees, just just like not really enjoying where you're at, kind of burnt out. You know, workplace is tearing you up, and I've seen you, lose your job, but I've also seen you even before you lost your job, like break out your shell and take more risks and do things that you enjoy, and in all aspects, filmmaking, magic, life in general, and now chase your dream and be in a place now where you're really happy. And what's the biggest takeaway of the whole experience?
Biggest takeaway is don't let the anxieties get into you. You have a bunch of gifts that God has given you, and we're made to use them. One thing I've always heard is, devil isn't strong enough to take away those gifts, but he can put doubts in your head. And I try every single day to not let those doubts get into my head and just keep pushing through the belief that the sky's the limit, literally. As long as, and I'm not doing it alone, as long as I'm doing with the Almighty, literally unstoppable, right? And if something doesn't go my way, it's fine, because faith is how you view things. Faith is a lens, right? And if it's not my way, I know it's His way, so why am I worried for? So that has been my belief and my faith journey, and that is testimony to how I've been living and not letting the things of the world get me down, and just be so excited and using my gifts and glorifying Him, and also just in any way I can bringing people to Jesus, because why? He is worthy of worship.
Amazing, bro.
Right. Jesus Christ is worthy of worship.
Amazing, man. Amen. Bro, I just want to say how much of a bar that was. Faith is a lens. That's a bar, bro.
I don't even know where I've heard it. I heard
That's
it
a
somewhere.
beautiful
Someone
bar.
said
I was
that,
like,
not me.
"Rah!" I heard it. I was gonna gash you up, but you were midway through. I answered the question. That's amazing, bro. Faith is a lens.
Mm.
It's all in here, bro.
Mhm,
You're
mhm.
smashing it, man. You're really smashing it.
Love, bro.
I'm gonna keep saying it, bro, because damn, now you're killing it, bro.
I want to when
yeah.
I'm back, when you're in Dublin and we're gonna record one with Fufaro, we're gonna have cooler stuff,
Ooh,
interesting stuff.
yeah,
right?
yeah. Of course. In
Okay.
terms of what, like you're gonna get more gear,
No.
or like
No.
we're gonna talk about more
Live.
stuff. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, of course, man.
Also, I could get up to 4 mics. Another fair. Dude, it's 26.
That's
dude.
jokes.
I just
Oh, that's
know,
funny.
stop the takeout, and
Yeah,
I don't eat takeout.
bro. Do you know what it is? One takeout. That's the way you got to think about it. And there's like one like takeout, one like session of eating out is like 2 more mics. There's like another mic. Like if you do that for a month, that's I don't know, man. That's just something else you can invest in. That's a rig,
Exactly.
which is insane, really.
Yeah.
I should probably get more gear.